April 8th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What we're going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about how they bring drugs into Kansas City. And first thing I want to start off with is, in the last couple of months, there's been massive Texas tags that are here in Kansas City. And I mean, some of these locations, some of the houses and stuff that I have talked about, I mean, they're actually dealing drugs and stuff. But in the last couple of 3 days, I've noticed another amount of tags. Now, this is where it gets kind of strange. And, I was thinking, well, what could this be? Why? I mean, is there any sporting events or anything that's going on where, let me explain something real quick. Like if you would say down to the lake, say Osage Beach or Branson, most of the time, if you go down there, I used to go down there a lot when I was a kid, but used to go like to those music events. Okay, my parents went to like the music events. And you would see Illinois, you would see Iowa, you would see Arkansas tags down there. Massive amounts. Sometimes you might see a few Indiana, but mostly it'd be Iowa. Oh, and a little bit of Nebraska. Because people would take vacations, is fairly close. And what I'm seeing here is something totally different. Almost like a distribution of something, a people of something for some reason. So you want to keep your eyes open. But what I was going to say is Utah. Now, Utah is pretty good distance. And I did some research too. I wanted to see. The only thing I can find is, I guess in July, I guess we're supposed to have some kind of soccer event or something. But we're not even close to July yet. So I don't know. And I noticed that across the street from me, there's been some more people move in at these rental properties. And they got Utah tags too. And here in Kansas City, at least in Independence, I know that they said that, once you move in, well, how many days do you have? Is it 30 days? I think it's 30 days supposed to change your license and your plates over. But what brought this up today is, like I said, I'm seeing a massive amount of Utah tags here. I don't know if there's any other reason that could be. But getting on with this, I want to talk about something from the past here a ways. But cocaine is real heavy in Kansas City here. It is not just fentanyl. It is just not meth. But there's a high end on the other end of all this too. Now, there's a lot of fentanyl, and there's a lot of meth. There's a lot of, doing that stuff. But there's a lot of coke, too. I'm going to tell you a story. I was down here on 40 Highway. There's 2 bars down there on 40 Highway. Actually, there's a new one up here where the old Pizza Hut is, too. Which I find kind of strange, because how many more bars do we need here in Kansas City? It used to be hard to get liquor license. To get liquor license at a bar, man, I mean, to get one and get your permits and everything, that used to be a major thing. And then you had liquor control that would go in and check these places and stuff. But anyway, getting on with this, I'm sitting down in one of these bars down here on 40 Highway one night, and they bring a shipment of cocaine in. And it was biker. Now, this guy had brought it from the Mexican border. He brought it 3 days. He said he'd been driving for 3 days. He hadn't ate for 3 days, he said. And he came in it was about 1:30 a.m. in the morning. And how they were carrying it in a laptop, like, bag. Now, how much money could you have in there if it was all cocaine? A couple million? That's maybe more. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the value of that stuff is, but man, I mean, can you imagine? And all that stuff with those bikers down there is not all kosher. Now, I get along with a lot of bikers. There's a lot of good bikers out there, but there's a lot of bad bikers out there too. And then we got the neo-Nazis here in Kansas City. Two big groups. And they hang out some down there too. Now, you see some of these bars like it's down there. They'll make you think that they're religious and all that and everything. Yeah, there's a lot more to it than that, guys. Oh, yeah. Or they'll use, it sickens me. I know there's a couple of bikers that go up this street and fly the American flag. And they put it this way, they're not for America. I'm going to guarantee you that. There's one that goes up this street. It's got dual American flags. Now, I'm a patriot. I believe in freedom. I think everybody should be free. But it's just unimaginable. But getting on with this, this guy comes in, about 8 bouncers get around him, and they usher him downstairs where like they would have like the food and stuff, I guess, in the bar there. But interesting. And what kills me is they try to make Kansas City out like this is that they don't know anything about this. Oh, they know. I mean, and then also some of this ties back in. When you get into the neo-Nazi, you have to bring up the witchcraft. And, there's a place called Camp Gaia. And it's over on the Kansas side. They have a big event like at the end of the year, like when we have San Calagon. That same time period, at the end of the season, they have a big event over there. But I mean, there's why I know this is there was this German that was basically in this meetup group that was running a big meetup group. And he dealt with the head dogs over there in that deal. But he was telling me that they put out tons of money, basically because the FBI was watching him and they were always messing with him in court and stuff. Interesting, guys. There's a lot here in Kansas City for people to learn. That's why I hear those boomers out there. Don't need that booming. But interesting. I got lots of stuff that can be told here. There's lots of dark secrets that unimaginable. You wouldn't believe where some of these snake holes go down to. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.